6 years ago, I'm not looked like this. I was 70 kilograms at that time, and I was so much naive. I did not have much experience. I just go on the stage and doing like a lot of funny things there. And what I do was like doing like crazy dance there, like window whipper, and then like dancing crazy, and even my glasses fall out, and everybody just laugh at me like that.
Lit Gang, Spit It Out, powered by Bitu, top 1 English speaking app.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of SIDEWALK SPIT. So in today's video, there will be a very special guest, and here are some hints about her. She is the one who is really fascinated with the human potential. She is a community leader of Lit Gang, one of the most important co-founders of this community. She is a friend of mine, a co-host of mine, and she has already appeared in What's Popping, Tea Time. And before getting to the main part, we would like to say thank you to Bitu for being our golden sponsor. And there will be like a lot of interesting topics that are going to be brought to the table. And if you want to discuss similar topics, please download Bitu app for access group talk feature. There will be like a QR code somewhere in the screen for you to scan and download Bitu app. And now please welcome the guest of today, Stephanie.
Hello guys, it's my honor to be here today. Thank you, Tony, for inviting me for this episode.
Yeah, so actually we have already been featured
in many others.
Videos where I have never, interviewed you, or you have never been in this kind of role.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? Yeah.
Like, it's also the first time I'm being like a guest in our like Lit Gang channel, like the first time. So I was already nervous right now, but I think I will our style, go with the flow.
Yeah.
All right.
So before our getting to the main, let's cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah. It's not tea. It's like some kind of I don't know.
I don't know how to say that in English, but yeah.
But first of all, congratulations for earning a third prize in the ESL contest. So actually, I don't know much about that contest. Could you please tell me a little bit about that contest?
So the name of it is Teaching English with Activity-Based Methods, and it was sponsored by EduCap. It is like an Australian international test. So the purpose of it is just for teachers in Vietnam to meet up and then to share their teaching methods and change for us to also show our skills. That it has 3 rounds first. The first round is a qualifying round. In that round, it had for about like 327 candidates, but then they select only 36 to the semi-final. So it means that the ratio for each person would be like 110. Yeah,
so you made it into top 5, which is really good. Yeah, so
from the semi-final, they choose another 5 people to join in the final round. So it's another round for me.
What did you present at the finale?
The topic was about Tết Holiday. Yeah, Tết Holiday in Vietnam, and it was for high school students ranging from 15 to 17 years old. And the level I chose was pre-intermediate. Because like normally when I do the teachings on a regular basis, I normally go with high school students. I like high school students.
So what thing do you feel the most grateful for that competition? Because I know that you can have a chance to meet a lot of teachers, not only Hanoi, right, but also other provinces and cities in Vietnam, or at least that in the north. So what did you learn?
All right, so this is also something I feel very grateful after the competitions. There was several teachers come towards me, and they even offered me the job opportunities. And the second thing is that I was in the top 5, and I watched all 4 teachers before me, and they have different teaching skill, and the way they apply the teaching methods to the lesson plan was different. So I also learned from it. Like I have more ideas. For example, like the icebreaker and the warm-up activities, and how to keep the environment in the classroom and how to manage it.
Actually, before you got into the finale, a lot of our co-workers, myself included, always tell me that you have to win. You have to win.
You're the one who got the pressure on me. You were the one.
Before the finale, did you ever force yourself to win this competition or not? Or did you put any pressure on yourself?
I I don't. Honestly, I do not. I think that I did not even think that I can make to the top 5. What I want in my 2022 was like I want to do something new to my year, because as people who know me well, then it has been 6 years since I last joined in another competition. But actually, I did not really expect much about the prize. I think that the experience matters and what I can learn from it, and I think that I have outdo myself from the past. I do not compare myself to others, so don't compare yourself to others, okay? I have read a quote, it said that compete would make you improve, alright? But if you're competing to people too much, well then it's only have 2 thoughts. The first thought is that you will never be good enough. And the second that you will always put a lot of pressures on yourself. And I'm not the one who do like that, because maybe I was raised in the family that my parents never put much pressures on me. But I think that I have made a great success when I reached to the final round already.
Okay, so in comparison with Steph from 6 years ago and the current Steph, what is the difference?
Okay, so 6 years ago, I'm not look like this. I was 70 kilograms at that time, and I was so much naive. I did not have much experience. I just go on the stage and doing like a lot of funny things there. And what I do was like doing like crazy dance there, like window whipper, and then like dancing crazy, and even my glasses fall out and everybody just laugh at me like that. And now I will still do some like natural things that I do. I don't want the class to be too serious. That's not my style. So the same thing would be, I always try to keep everything humorous. And another thing is that I always, like you say, we always go with the flow. I did not prepare anything for that competition. I did not practice like turning on the timer. I did not like practice in front of the mirror for that, just go. So actually I went in the competition. I did exceed the time a little bit, but I think that the experience of the students matter. Yeah. Okay, so I got 3 comments from the judges afterwards. The first thing is that I have to print out the papers bigger. Okay, so that is another factor because I did not go to that place yet. So the second thing is that they say my speaking speech is a little bit too fast. But for my best friend, they sit in the back and they know that I normally have this speed. And the third thing is that they said that I talk to myself a lot. Not really. Sometimes I was like, oh, okay, so we would do this. Oh my God. And I would literally like that when I was presenting. Yeah. So they said that you shouldn't talk to yourself like that. But I think that it is something that makes the atmosphere in the class so much familiar and friendlier. Because I don't know, for others, they maybe because it is a competition, so maybe they would expect something a little bit more serious from the teacher. Well, I'm not. So.
Yeah, so that is also what I want to discuss. Yeah. Because the stereotypes of a teacher. A lot of people think that teachers should be some kind of formal, serious, and so they cannot show something, as you have just mentioned, like humorous or something crazy on the stage. Yeah. So, do you think that it is, an obstacle for you when it comes to teaching?
Maybe for the judges it would be an obstacle for me, but for the students, like all of the students that I have taught, they always smile and laugh whenever I come with those jokes, and they like pay a compliment, and even their parents say that, okay, you have good sense of humor, and that's the reason why the children likes you. So I think that is also my like USP for myself.
Yeah. So speaking of TESOL, so it's like an English, how can I say, certificate?
Yes, like a certificate for those who want to teach English as a second language.
So basically you are a certified teacher.
Yes, I would not call teacher, but okay, I have certificate for that.
Certified teacher to be in the future.
Yes.
But I don't have any qualifications. I don't have
IELTS.
It's not valid anymore. What I want to ask is, now in Vietnam, most people I I don't know, but you know, sometimes they don't need a TESOL or some kind of English teaching kind of certificates, and then they just need an IELTS in order to label ourselves as teacher. But you know, like for example, like IELTS is just like a certificate to evaluate our English. It doesn't evaluate, you know, our teaching skills. But you know, like a lot of people, they ignore TESOL, or that they put the priority
Of the IELTS.
more than those kind of teaching certificates. So what is the difference between, you know, like a non-certified teacher and a certified teacher?
For example, like I have TESOL, right? But I think that even I have TESOL or not, is not really matters. I just join because I think that I can learn from it. But if if I have TESOL, maybe the students will find that I am trustable. I am, yes, and I have some good teaching methods, maybe. But actually, I think it's not really a problem. It is the way we deliver our lesson to the students that matter. So if you compare the IELTS and TESOL, I would say that until now, maybe they will care more about the IELTS. TESOL is just a title if you want to be a teacher, but like a school. Yeah. But until now, I do not really consider myself as a teacher yet, because teacher they need to have a lot of criteria for that. Why I just basically think that the experience of the students that matter. I only care like, do they understand what I say? Do they like what I teach? And do they make progress whenever it comes to their studies or not?
Like nowadays, the educational system is becoming more industrialized. Yeah, so sometimes you, of course, that having a qualification is a must. I think it is a must, but that's not enough to be a teacher, because you need skills. And
exactly.
Yeah. And you can only learn the skills when you are actually, you know, in there.
Yeah.
Right? Since when did you realize that you have a passion for English teaching?
Probably when I was in second year of university, I started to do my job as a private tutor, and since then I have met a lot of my students, and I feel like I have great time whenever I do it. I want to help more people like this. I want them to be confident in themselves, because language nowadays, especially English, like in an international language, right? So everyone should know it in a level that they can communicate to others. I never force them that you have to have 10 in English, you have to be like this, have to be like that. But I say that when you learn a language, the top priority of learning a language is that you can talk to them and they understand. And they talk, you understand back.
Other is perspective of, you know, like a young English teacher in the future, and a young English learner. So I know this is a really, you know, like cliche and evergreen question, but how can we really feel comfortable? At first, you know, the original question of mine is how can we master a language? But I don't think, after talking with you, I don't think it is suitable to use the word master anymore. So I changed. So how can we feel comfortable when speaking a foreign language?
Okay, so this should be something that I should share about my story. In the past, when I was in primary school, I was not into language at all. So if you think that I was born and raised and speak English like this, well then it's not happening that way. I first learned English, when I first liked English, it was when I was in grade 7. Okay, in grade 7. The first thing I do is that when I was a kid, even though I do not really like English, I love singing Disney a lot, and I started to share the lyrics and I tried to mimic them. So that would be the first thing I do. Another thing is that at that time I play a game. It was Good Game Farmer. They disabled that game for like when I was in grade 12 already, but in that games everyone was speaking English. Everyone. So it's like a chat box for everybody to join. enjoy. And I have talked to a lot of people from different nations, and it started to spark my curiosity in English. And I always feel like I have to learn this word so that I can speak to them. And they speak new things, they say new words, and I will try to write that down because it was still a fun process for me.
Yeah, I really agree with you when you say that you play the game, right?
Yeah.
So everyone, they speak, they used English.
Yeah.
So that's why you have to force yourself.
Exactly.
So basically, the key word here is to immerse yourself in an English-speaking environment. For example, like when I was in high school, I learned Chinese. When I first entered university, I switched everything into English. So it was really hard for me to get back to the thing that I have given up for maybe like almost 4 years.
4 years. Oh.
Yeah, but like luckily that I accidentally got into an environment where people are from like CNN, from like Hanoi, Amsterdam, and like they were really good at English. So I had to force myself. And I think that having an environment like Bitu Group Talk, because we are strangers, right? We don't know each other's face, so it's more easier for us to overcome the fear. Yeah, and once again, if you want to be a part of Bitu Group Talk, so this is our recommendation.
Yes, I also recommend it.
From my personal experience and her personal experience. So I think that is a good app and it's worth a try.
And there is one more note that if you guys see any room have the host name Stephanie, well then literally that's me.
Yeah, if you want to talk with this, like this girl.
Yeah, sometimes I do create rooms on Group Talk. I think it's fun. Like I met some people from Philippines and Thailand. Yay! They talk English. Yay!
So what is your future plan?
Oh, my future plans? I think that I will go with the master degree in next August. I think that I want to learn master degree in the English language because I just have a very basic thought. It's like if you want to teach English, you should know in details about that because people might think that pronunciation is boring, right? But when we know deep down about all of the sounds, we might find that there's something about it that's really interesting that we can change it and change their mind. So I really want to learn it like in details about everything so that I can show them that English is good, English is great. You would find it's easy if you start to find something interesting in the language.
Okay, so let's come to the second part. So I think that you have already watched the other 3 episodes. Okay, so I don't need to explain the rules.
Okay.
So would you rather?
Okay.
Okay, so rock, paper, scissors to know who goes first.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, scissors mean okay. Rock, paper, scissors. You go first.
Okay. You're gonna choose for me.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna choose for you.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with this one. Would you rather work in a team or work alone? No, this question is too easy.
This is fate, destiny.
Would you rather work in a team or work alone?
Of course, I know that I have a lot of weaknesses, and I need a team to make up for my weaknesses. However, I still want to work individually because I don't know, maybe because I have strong personality. So sometimes people, if they don't know me, they're gonna like hate me a lot, and I'm gonna hurt other feelings a lot.
Oh, okay.
How about you?
Me, I like to work alone. I'd rather be working alone because I think that I would be easier to manage my time.
Yeah.
Like I have my own timeline. What was that? Oh, okay. But if I work in a team, because when I was in university, I work in a team a lot, and I'm the one who do most of the work, so I do not really like this team that much. I have bad impressions in a working team. But our team is okay. Sometimes
when I am with you and with Trix, I'm like, hey, go buy some food, go. So I can finish my job. So that's why I prefer working alone.
Okay. So I have to either.
Yes. Okay, let me do it for you. Okay, so because you're my friend. Okay. So I'm not gonna.
It's black.
Okay, I'm saying this not because the other guests are not my friend. Okay, just a small bite.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna choose for you.
I'm not gonna choose it.
Just keep it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, very perfect for a teacher.
Damn.
Would you rather teach a smart but not well-mannered student, or a not smart but nice student?
The second one, for sure.
Why?
I don't know. I have, when I was a private, well, I'm still a private tutor. I always choose, I'm kind of selective actually. I always choose students with well behavior, and then even if they have not really good performance in learning, I believe that I could help them to boost their learning ability. But for those who's smart but have bad behavior, I had that situation once. He was kind of he had good learning progress, but when I gave him the exercise, he just say sometimes he just showed that he was bored, and sometimes he was like, I noticed that he even say fuck or something like that, and I was like, okay. I teach him for only 1 week, and I said no. Before I stopped teaching him, I even told his parents that I would not teach someone who doesn't show respect on me. So no, second one for sure.
So for me, I don't really care if that student is well-mannered or not, because I think that I'm mean enough to handle those students. But I'm still gonna go with the second one, because I think that whether a teacher is good or not, based on the ability, his or her ability of turning a bad student into a good student. Yeah, that is when you have to show off your teaching skills and everything.
Yeah,
that makes a good teacher. Okay, I'm gonna put this into my mouth.
Okay, then I'm going next. I'll go this one then. Oh! Would you rather stand up, sing, and dance at the same time, or tell one thing you don't like about your co-host of What Popping? Your co-host of What Popping would be me and Chris. So I think that you would rather sing up and dance. So you should do it now. I know the answer already.
I thought this wasn't really you.
Well, I figured so you have to do it. Oh, I can sing and stand up and dance with you.
I'm gonna say it. Right? She's put her emotions in everything, and you too positive.
Too positive.
Yeah.
You're thinking to just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to be a little bit negative for your own good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then how can I do that? Any tips?
I don't know. Be mean.
How can I be mean? Okay, eat it. Oh, sorry.
Not mean.
Okay. Jesus. This is so funny anymore.
Don't put your heart on your head. Put it here. Okay.
Half?
Half. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'll go walk. Okay.
Would you rather give up English teaching or love?
What was I cannot answer both?
So you had to put it in your mouth.
Oh!
If you don't want to answer, you need to put it in your mouth. Put a half of the peanut.
Oh, yeah, I can use half
Okay, so you're gonna pass this one. Okay?
We want English or love?
I can't even understand.
Like love? Maybe if I quit English, I can still be be like a kid. I can still be in the radio. I speak English every day when I say my happiness.
You're such a stupid girl. If I were you, I would say I would give up English teaching, because my love is English teaching and everything else. So my love is like a bigger thing, and English teaching is just a thing.
Wow. That's dark. Okay.
Okay, it's okay, but you don't have to put anything. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Would you rather be ignored or be criticized?
I would rather be criticized.
Really?
Yeah. I'll just say that I am an attention whore. Being ignored is because I am afraid of being lonely.
Oh, yeah, you told me once.
I myself can stand criticism, but you know, like, the feeling of being left out, being ignored, it's not really comfortable. I think that you somehow you can understand, you can get that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would do the second part as well.
Well,
Because I'm the one who doesn't care much about people putting criticism on me. So, yeah.
okay.
Wise answer. I have to eat it.
Hey.
Damn. I hate it. I hate this game. I thought it was good. I thought I liked the candy. But no. Oh.
Just half of it. It's
Okay. Can I have... Okay.
Would you rather put all of the peanut candies in your mouth or sing a song?
Sing a song.
Okay. However, let's save it for the last part.
Okay.
Okay.
I will take the longer one. Haha. You got it. Haha. You're again. Would you rather tell us what episode solid you want to delete or sit on your knees till the rest of the show? You were supposed to be for me, right? Just like the last question. What I pick are you two? You're dead.
Okay. Okay. But I'm gonna say my most favorite part. The first episode.
The first episode.
That is my favorite episode.
Favorite episode. Least favorite.
No, most.
Most favorite.
Yeah.
That's what episode with me and Trace.
Yeah, and that was the very first time I worked with you. Okay, so the last question for you. Would you rather be blind or unable to talk for the rest of your life?
I would rather be unable to talk because you're like... Oh, no, wait. I would rather do... What was the question?
Blind or mute?
Mute.
So you would...
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, I was correct. Because at least if I cannot talk, I can write and people still understand me. But if I cannot see, I would have to... Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because I'm blind, I cannot find the way. I was like totally black, everything. I don't like that.
Yeah, thank you. I'm on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it is a live session from Stephanie. So what song are you going to sing?
I'm going to say...
Hey, let's do something that we did before.
Something that we did before?
The first time we duet with each other.
Taylor Swift?
Oh, no. Lucky.
Lucky. Oh, yeah. Okay. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Lucky we're in love in every way. Lucky to have stayed where we have stayed. Lucky to be coming home someday. Okay, you're done.
Oh my gosh.
I love this game. Can I be another guest in another episode if possible? I like this game.
Let's see.
I feel honored to be here and I feel so happy with your knees on the ground and have to suffer the pain. I like it when you put all the candy in your mouth and all the questions is supposed to be for me, but you answer it.
I have to be
it.
the one who answers those kind of things.
I like that.
Anyway, thank you so much for being here today. No, this is my dream.
From the bottom of your heart.
Yeah, I'm speechless right now.
Okay.
Because I have never thought that I had a chance to interview you. Because
yeah, we always do it together.
yeah, we stayed in the same bathtub.
Yeah.
But you know, I never had like a real conversation with you.
Maybe in another episode of Sidewalk, but then I can be the one who asked and you can be the guest.
Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So once again, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you like this series and any videos of League Game, please subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as follow us on other social platforms, including TikTok, Spotify and Facebook. Yeah. And now, Tony and Steph, we are out.
Bye.
All English speaking of League Game will be held on Bitu Group Talk feature, 100% free. To join us, download Bitu Let's Speak English app on Google Play or App Store. See ya!